Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. For years, the NFL... It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is always exciting to see the very best the NFL has to offer all in one place. And we have that here this afternoon as we welcome you to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
To kick off.
The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC and NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. Taken in the end zone. Tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second. In just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. On play action, it's Murray. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Not much there, only a yard. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1-yard gain. Brings
to throw again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, tuck the ball for him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
26.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defense.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, You're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On second down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. Big play there. 57 yards. And the NFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Starting a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. His throw incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning.
Right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Murray with a 3rd and long. They open man to Smith. And they work this out past the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. The pass it's taken in by Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Airing it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Vincent Smith. 52 yards. And the AFC. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And it is gobbled up by the NFC. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Play action. They'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He'll drop to throw. Oh, my goodness, this is incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
It's a turnover on downs.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball.
And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Vincent Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
Set to kick
so
off.
With the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
41-yard line.
Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
Now Murray off play action. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
So first thing crossing my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Aaron Donald getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Flush to his right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have hit halftime with a Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines. Offense set to take their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. To the left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the NFC able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Carrying it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point.
Our home team, 19.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Turnover, they need it. It's intercepted. Hooked by Tavarius Moore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. DeForest Buckner drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
3 and out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 32 on the play. On play action, it's Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
But I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Troy Apke, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 30. 10. Oh, my goodness. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. That's anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Visitors.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have the play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Operating from the gun, Murray, and going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Murray looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be complete to Cook. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And some room to work. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray fighting. Lost the football. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they'll catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
10 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done. defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. To Godwin, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the AFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the